Over the years, Beasley Allen has transformed in many ways, yet one thing has remained the same: the passion shared among the attorneys and staff to represent folks who need help. Beasley Allen attorneys have helped clients navigate the civil justice system to hold powerful corporate giants accountable.
I opened an office over on Hull Street, a one-person office, one lawyer, one secretary, and we had one legal assistant who had worked for me at the Capitol. So that's where we got started, and at that time we would take just about anything that came in the door, and there wasn't a whole lot coming in the door.
I'll never forget, I met Jere. He was sitting in his office and he had an old rollback desk up against the wall. And he spun around in his chair and we talked, and I told him I was looking for anything involving law, and he was looking for a law clerk. And so I decided to make him an offer he couldn't refuse. I needed a job, so I told him that if we could negotiate my salary, then I'd work from that point to the end of the year for free. And looking around the office, it didn't look like they were going to be able to pay much anyway. They were just getting started.
I go back to when we were on Hull Street, and when Frank and Greg were there, and we'd hired one more lawyer. And I went home one night, and Sarah asked me, said, "Honey," said, "don't you think y'all are getting a little big down there?" I said, "Well, not really." She says, "Well, how many lawyers do you plan on hiring?" I said, "No more than 5. As it turned out, I was not quite accurate in my assessment. Now, I think we have 85, maybe a few more, and the Atlanta office will have probably 10 to 12, 15 in that range, and growing. So ultimately, we'll probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of 100, 125 lawyers and probably 250 support staff. So it just takes that number to do what we do. And for example, if we have a case against General Motors, they may dump on us in one dumping 1 million documents. And those documents have to be looked at, analyzed, segregated into the important, not so important, and the ones they just throw at you. So I mean, it's when I went to court in Tuscaloosa, I'll back up, I would go to court with one briefcase with the entire file from our office in that briefcase. And nowadays, y'all know, as I know, that you'll have a truckload of folks and documents going to the courthouse. It has changed, and it's changed for the better.